Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy here for another Pokemon episode review. I believe this is episode 14, so this is less. The way I look at it is that this is now like second season material. Like we're now into we have they even did the whole setup with the Leon stuff for Ash in the beginning. So now we have like a definite, okay, this is the goal, this is what we're doing. Let's get into an episode, and it's cool. The episode was one of those episodes that I didn't think was going to be that good, and but it's surprisingly better than what I thought it was going to be. It's not like crazy, but it is better. This is the first Unova episode, and it takes place in kind of the desert area that's in the early half of the game. Although the Pokemon that it's featuring doesn't show up until the latter end of the games, I can't tell. Like it does. Like Golurk doesn't show up in the games until is that around Skyla's area? I believe. I think it's around there. It's around. It's like after. Yeah, it's around Skyla's area because they have the whole. I forget if it was a tower. I think it was a tower, and that's where you ran into Golurk and Golett. You couldn't even catch them until that point in the game. So they kind of fused that shit together. They also introduced 3 characters in this game. I mean, in this episode, they all have like their own specific gags. I think I like the female researcher. I do respect the fact that they went out of their way to introduce a shiny hunter into it, though, because shiny hunters are not well represented in the anime. Hell, they don't even represent shiny Pokemon that often, which, to be fair, is understandable because shiny Pokemon aren't common. But I do like the fact that one of the characters is a shiny hunter. I actually would say Pokemon 2019 is the region I would like to see the most of the reoccurring characters. Like, deadass, some of these characters can work in different situations because they're from different regions. It would have been something, to me, it would have been somewhat similar to what they did in Best Wishes, where you would have all these different characters who all had their own unique goals, but maybe in 2019's version, you run into certain ones in certain situations. Honestly, you could have did that with the old cast members like Misty, Brock, May, Max. You could have did it, and it would have been interesting because you would have gotten to see them in like spurts. Like maybe you don't spend the whole time with May and Max or Drew or fucking Paul or Iris, but you got to see them in chunks. Like maybe you're hanging out with them for like a few episodes. Because the one thing I don't know how people feel about it, that like you constantly have to double back. Like there's barely any episodes where you hang in a region more than like an episode. The Leon stuff is the exception, but most of the time you're in Sinnoh, then you're out of Sinnoh. You're in Kanto. Well, Kanto's not the best example, but you're in Hoenn, you're out of Hoenn. You're in Unova, you're out of Unova. It always fucking happens, and I'm like, some people like the whole traveling aspect. Like the thing that seems to happen a lot with this series is that there is no like real journey. It's a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it kind of takes away from the experience. I do like the battle at the end with Golurk, and the fact that it's like an unofficial raid battle. The Pokemon's even giant. It's just not giant in the Gigantamax way, but it is giant. I think it's kind of bullshit that they wouldn't let Ash catch anything in this game. The one I think I would have, and I also like the fact that they feature Unova Pokemon that didn't get that many episodes. Like Darmanitan in the original series in Best Wishes only got one episode, and it was one of the early ones. It's like Darmanitan's episode Best Wishes, it was like in the first 13 episodes, I think. And it was only one episode. Golurk, I can't even think of an episode Golurk was in as the prominent Pokemon. The only thing I can think of is that Golurk was featured in the movie, and in the first Best Wishes movie. But Golurk was another one. Carfigurus is another Pokemon that wasn't shown much. We got to see Yamask because James had one, but like Carfigurus was never shown that a lot. So I like the fact that they did show off Pokemon that don't have a lot of love. I'm not a huge fan of fucking Go's Pokemon choice that he's stuck with his dumbass Beedrill. I don't know, man. It's like the Go thing. I'm just not gonna care about his team much because Go's team is so disposable that it kind of takes away the appeal of it. I do like the fact that the majority of the episode, they're pretty consistent about recognizing that certain Pokemon moves don't work on certain Pokemon. And then to me, they ruined it at the very end. We're fucking, like, Scorbunny and Pikachu both did stupid things by attacking the Golurk. Granted, Pikachu did it before with the Sandile, which I also wish that he had made it. I also like the fact that a lot of them kind of recognize a lot of them recognize the Pokemon before they even pull out the decks. I wish Ash would make certain references, though. I'm always going to miss it because as a fan of certain regions, and Best Wishes being the region I care about a lot, he has a Crocodile. So he knows about Sandile and that evolutionary line. Although his was cooler. But, like, dead ass, his was cool. Always, the one thing I would like to do is rank the Pokemon he has that have quirks. Like, Sceptile with the stick in its mouth, Crocodile with the glasses, Squirtle with the glasses. I'm trying to think of any of his other mons. The shiny Noctowl he has. I'm trying to think of the ones that had like specific interesting quirks. I guess technically his Infernape would be interesting because of its rage, but not necessarily because of anything else. I like that kind of stuff. I mean, but the episode was good. I enjoyed it. I liked the battle. I liked kind of the ridiculousness of the traps and everything. It's a cool episode. It's probably one of the better ones. And I like the fact that they've already hinted at Gengar again. So Gengar is going to be reoccurring, which we already know, because I think we know from some of the previews that Gengar is supposed to show up later, fucking with Ash. Also, we got to see more of his Dragonite. I think that was one of the things that made me really like this episode. His Dragonite is apparently the very affectionate type, which is like the complete opposite of like Iris's, because Iris's is like a fucking, is a mean motherfucker. Iris's is like this cold-hearted Dragonite that wants to fight all the time, whereas Ash's is super like cuddly and cute and shit. I don't know if it's confirmed what gender Ash's is. I want to say it's a girl, because it feels like it is, but it may not be. But it's definitely a cuddly Dragonite. So Q factor has been increased. I do like the fact that he caught a dragon so early, because he never catches dragons that fucking early. He always gets dragons like fucking late, if he gets them at all. And then and up until recently, he wasn't even getting dragon types. I think Gen 4 was the first time he caught a dragon, which was Gible. He got him towards the end of the series. Best Wishes, I don't think he caught a dragon. No, he didn't. In Gen 6, he got 2. He got Goodra and he got Noivern. Although he caught Goodra relatively early, it didn't mean much because he released it super early, and then he caught Noivern later. They were both still later, but like Noivern was later, but Noivern's was so sped up, it was like whatever. And then in Sun and Moon, I think he had a dragon, which was the Ultra Beast. I'm not sure. Sorry, I kind of rambled. It's just something cool. But I like his. I don't think Mr. Mime is considered one of his mons, because it's the only Pokemon he has. If he is, he's like super unofficial. So I'm gonna assume his only mons is Pikachu and Dragonite, because Mr. Mime never shows up or comes out. So I'm assuming he doesn't officially have Mr. Mime. At least that's my guess. Anyone can converse with me. I like seeing my boy Meditite. I like the Meditite Medicham line represented, so that also made me geek out a little bit. Psyduck is obviously a reference to Misty, it feels like. And they all had their own gags, like the dude who's like everything's so enchanting, or the guy who's in love with shinies, or the girl who's in love with adventure. Once again, not bad characters. Wouldn't mind seeing them more, but because next episode we're back in fucking Kanto again, I miss the episodes that allow me to like go to different places and shit. Like I miss that, because that shit was fun to me. Now it's like I go to an area and I'm back in Johto. I go to an area, I'm back in Johto. I go to an area, I'm back in Johto. I mean Kanto, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's very back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, fine episode. I rambled a lot. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Next week I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a go episode. with his parents and the Cubone and the Gengar. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. Oh no, the Gengar isn't next week. I think it's the week after next. But we'll see what happens. So yeah. Maybe we'll get into like a legit adventure. Because like eventually Ash is legit going to have to start doing shit for the canon. Like shit for his goal. And I'm curious if the show might do like a shift in style. Because that would be kind of cool. Get like this kind of slice of life shit. But then like the rest of like season 2 or season 3 of the anime is like straight banger. Like we're going through Galar. We're fighting gym leaders. And we're doing all that shit. It'd be kind of cool. It's like a best of both worlds in situation. You get kind of those lighthearted shit for the casual fans, but you get like the gym battling shit for like the hardcore fans. I don't know. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Hashtag Marnie, Embiid, and Hop. Peace out. That's how we do it down here.